Hey guys, what's going on? This is another Airsoft Dude One production. Today we're going to be doing another video review, and it's going to be on the Tokyo Marui AUG, made by Styer. The Styer AUG. If you guys aren't familiar with the Styer AUG, obviously the real firearm is made by Styer. It's a gun company that makes a lot of bullpup designed weapons. If you don't know what bullpup is, that's pretty much when the magazine and the action, real firearm speak, is behind the trigger, therefore making it a much longer barreled weapon while being much smaller. It is smaller than a regular M4, M16 style rifle, and it does have the same size barrel. Alright guys, so starting off with the rifle with the sighted upper receiver, what I'm going to do is show you guys how to take it apart. Pretty much there's two things you have to do. Pull the bolt to the rear. Twist this knob to the side, and there you go. It comes out with the hop up and all of that, which is pretty cool. So you can have different barrels depending on FPS limits and depending on if it's going to be a field gun for you or a CQB gun or just a regular gun. So that's pretty simple. And then this pin is spring loaded, so it automatically retains, and then you just bring your bolt home, and then there you go. Another thing is how easy you can switch out your upper receivers. That's pretty much all you have to do is push this pin out. You take that pin out, and then all you have to do is slide your upper receiver off. Now once you've slid your upper receiver off, obviously you can put on a different upper receiver, or you can do the maintenance on your gun that way. This is an easier way to get to your hop up, just letting that be told. Also, you can work on the spring system and all that, which is very well built. Everything right here is full metal. This portion of the rifle is the portion that is the polymer or plastic. You can look inside here and see how the weapon operates and how the different firing systems. Also, you can see the version 3 gearbox. Now, to get further into the gearbox, I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm going to tell you guys how to. Obviously, you guys can see here that I have the gun wired to Dean, so I can use Dean styles batteries. All you have to do to get further into the gun is remove this plate, and then the gearbox just slides out. There's nothing more you have to do. It's an incredibly easy rifle to work on just because you can pull the gearbox out and it sits perfectly inside there without you needing to do really anything. A couple overall features. The real firearm is made out of a polymer, the whole body is, thus keeping the weight down on the firearm. The magazine is in the rear. It's not compatible with M4 style magazines, but you can find a lot of different companies that make them. These are 90 round mid caps, I believe. Then something very obvious is the attached scope carrying handle. Kind of the same methodology behind the M16, the Vietnam style M16. You can use this to carry the rifle around. Also, it does provide a 1.5 magnification scope with a kind of a doctor sight, kind of pistol style iron sights above that. The gun would have a foregrip right here, but the guy that I got it from broke it. Obviously it's used, it's painted, all that. But it would go right here, so you would have that extra grip that can tilt forward, and you can use it kind of like an angled foregrip. The barrel is decently long, like I said. Another thing is the absence of a selector switch. Now that's something that's true to the real steel firearm, and it pretty much operates on the premise of you pull the trigger back halfway and it fires semi-automatic. You pull it back all the way and you go full auto, ready to rock and roll. Another thing you can get, and I was lucky to get with this package, is the other upper receiver with the rail, so you can attach whatever optic you want. Whereas this one, it only has one optic and you can't really change it around. With this upper receiver, you can add whatever optics you may like. Now, this rifle does have a couple cool features on it, so you can change out your barrels very quickly. Obviously, the real firearm is meant to be used in multiple different situations and in multiple different roles, to act as a short, close quarters weapon, to act as a regular length battle rifle, and also to act as a light machine gun. And now I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. Pretty simple to do. You pull the charging handle to the rear, you rotate your barrel, and your barrel comes out. Very easy, along with your hop-up system. Alright guys, as you can see here are your pistol style iron sights that are on top of your scope, which are kind of cool as a close quarters lineup if you really needed to. I don't see the purpose airsoft wise, but for the real steel, that's what they're there for. Another thing, so you guys can get an opinion on the reticle. I actually quite like the reticle, as you can see here, moving up and down. The magnifications are perfect. Like I said, it's about 1.5, so it's not a scope, but it's not just a red dot. It does give you a little bit of zoom on your target. And I actually do like the reticle, and it's very easy to adjust with the pins. There's 3 pins on it to adjust the different adjustments on this sight. So another couple notes on this rifle: since it is a bullpup styled rifle, it is very easy and comfortable to hold. It's very ergonomic. Since it's polymer, it's decently lightweight. The gun is a little front heavy, but when you have the magazine in, it really doesn't make a difference along with the battery, because the gearbox is in the back here. So it does almost balance out when fully loaded, but the front is a little front heavy, obviously, because it sticks out there and it's all the metal portions of the rifle. Then since I don't have a butt pad on there, I can't really tell how comfortable it would be, obviously, but it is very comfortable to shoulder. The only thing that I do have some kind of problem with is the loading, because the way the magazine is, I'm just not used to that. I'm used to an M16. I'm used to going right here with my mag. I'm not used to going back here. So showing you guys how the magazine works is pretty simple. You push in on that and the magazine comes straight out. There's no hook on it like an AK-47 or an M14. Just clicks right in. It is kind of hard to find the hole though. Ha ha ha. Now, another thing about this rifle is, since there's no selector switch, it's ambidextrous. Also, for you lefties out there in the world, the safety is right here. You just push that through, and you either see one red dot or one white dot. White dot, safe. Red dot, fire. It's really simple. And since, like I said, there's no selector switch, you don't have to do something weird with your thumb to get onto the other side to adjust your rate of fire and all that, or your select fire. Another thing, this more pertains to the real steel, but it kind of does for the airsoft, since you have to adjust your hop up. For the airsoft gun, the way you adjust your hop up, right in here. Now, if you're a lefty, you can move this tab right here to the other side, and when it's on the other side, it pretty much will allow you to adjust your hop up. Now, the purpose behind that is, like I said, a real steel thing. The shells that eject out of the rifle would go out there, and then if you put the tab on this side, the shells would eject out there. So pretty much, guys, that's it. This rifle is really cool. I like it. I'm not too much of a fan of it, and I'm probably going to get rid of it, but I like it because it's so ergonomic and kind of futuristic style. Alright guys, so now I've hooked my gun up here with a 7.4 volt LiPo battery. 7.4 acts like a 9.6 volt in regular knee, cat eye, or whatever. This is a 15C, it's wired to DIN, so the rate of fire might be a little bit higher than regular. Also, the gearbox is shooting really low right now, so that could make it shoot faster, but it's very similar to how fast the real gun shoots. Alright guys, as you guys could probably tell, the gun has a decently good rate of fire with a lithium polymer battery. It is very quiet. It sounds loud to you because the gearbox is right against your ear, but honestly, it's quiet. But thanks guys for watching. This has been another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Stay tuned for more video reviews. I'm out.